Hey guys, what's up? So today, in honor of Taylor Hawkins, this video is dedicated to him. Rest in peace. You will be dearly missed. This is my top 20 favorite Foo Fighters songs of 2022. Now, before I go on with the video, recently we lost Taylor Hawkins, the drummer for the band Foo Fighters, one of my favorite rock bands. And how I found out about Taylor's passing was I was coming home from a vacation with my family. We were in Florida for a week because it was my siblings' spring break. And we landed in Chicago and we grabbed our bags from the overhead compartments of the plane, walked down the tunnel, the terminal tunnel, and that's when I found out that Taylor Hawkins passed away. Rockfeed reported on it. Loudwire did a video about it. And I had the videos saved to my watch later. And when I got home, that's when I watched the two videos. And I didn't want to believe it at first. I was in shock. I wanted to scream. I wanted to just yell at the top of my lungs. And I started asking God, why? Why, God, does this have to happen? Why do we keep losing so many musicians and artists, talented ones for that matter? I mean, it's just not fair. It really isn't. We lost both Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell in 2017. Those two losses really hit me hard because Linkin Park was a band that means so much to me and a band that I grew up on. Same thing with Soundgarden and Audioslave. Then fast forward to 2019 and Juice WRLD passes away due to an overdose. My favorite rapper of all time. And his music means a lot to me and still does to this very day. As a matter of fact, I still listen to Juice WRLD every day. And now we fast forward to 2022. And now Taylor Hawkins, another legend, is taken from this world at the age of 50. Taken too soon. Passed away in his hotel room before a concert that the Foo Fighters were supposed to perform. And why this keeps happening, I don't know. It's a very, very sad thing when we lose artists that mean a lot to us, when their music means so much to us. The first song by the Foo Fighters I ever heard was My Hero, followed by Wheels and Monkey Wrench, just to name a few of their songs. And after that, been a fan ever since. And I was really hoping to see the Foo Fighters live sometime. I think it was this year, because last year and the year before we were dealing with the pandemic. And at one point the Foo Fighters actually came to Chicago and were in my area, but I missed out, unfortunately. And now I'll never have the opportunity to see them live, which is really disappointing, because I know that from what people say and what is said about the band, that they put on a great live show. And I have watched some live performances on YouTube, and you know what? People are right. The diehard Foo Fighter fans that have been around since day one are right. Foo Fighters do put on a great show. And believe it or not, Foo Fighters was one of the bands that was on my bucket list of bands I wanted to see live. I've seen Puddle of Mud, I've seen Godsmack like 4 or 5 times, I've seen Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, Breaking Benjamin, Motley Crue. I recently saw Tool. They've now made the list of bands that I've seen live. But Foo Fighters will sadly not make that list. So, in tribute and in honor of Taylor Hawkins, I'll be giving you my top 20 favorite Foo Fighters songs. Now, down in the comments below, feel free to leave your top 20. Feel free to comment maybe some fond memories you have of listening to the Foo Fighters. What's your favorite Foo Fighters album? What's your favorite song? If you've seen the Foo Fighters live, tell me about it. I would love to hear about it. And this video is for Taylor, so here we go with my top 20 songs. Number 1 is My Hero, from the Color and the Shape. Number 2 is Monkey Wrench, from the Color and the Shape. Number 3 is February Stars, which is a very underrated song from the Color and the Shape. I don't really hear too many people talk about this song, but it's a damn shame because I love this song to death. Number 4 is Learn to Fly from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. Number 5 is Wheels from the Greatest Hits album. This is another one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs of all time. Love this song. And if you go to my YouTube channel, my buddy Dane actually did a cover of this song, and it's on my channel, so feel free to check that out after this video. Number 6 is Cloud Spotter from Medicine at Midnight. Now this was my favorite song from Medicine at Midnight when the album first came out, and still one of my favorite songs from the album. And Medicine at Midnight is not one of Foo Fighters' best albums, but it's a good album, and really, in my honest opinion, I don't think the Foo Fighters have ever put out a bad album, but Medicine at Midnight is an album that has grown on me over time, and I actually like more songs from the album now than I originally did when the album first came out. Number 7 is Let It Die from Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. Excuse me. Number 8 is The Sky is a Neighborhood from Concrete and Gold. And Concrete and Gold is another album from the Foo Fighters that has grown on me with time. And this was my favorite song of the singles when Concrete and Gold first came out. Number 9 is Disenchanted Lullaby from One by One. I know that One by One is considered by a lot of Foo Fighters fans to be one of the band's weakest albums, or weaker albums, but I don't think the album is as bad as fans say it is, and Disenchanted Lullaby is an underrated song from that album, in my opinion. Number 10 is Give Me Stitches from There Is Nothing Left to Lose, one of my favorites from that album. Up next is Headwires from Nothing Left to Lose. La Di Da from Concrete and Gold. This is a song that I started listening to recently, and it's quickly become one of my favorites from Concrete and Gold. I think it's a really good song. Number 12 is The Pretender from Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. And I know that The Pretender is a fan favorite among the Foo Fighters fan base, and I understand and can see why, because it really is a great song. And the music video is pretty cool too. Number 13 is Hey Johnny Park from The Color and the Shape. Love this song, and I don't really see too many people put this song on their lists, which is really disappointing. It's a song I really enjoy, and it's one of my favorites from their debut album. All right, number 14 is Razor from In Your Honor. Now, some days I prefer the acoustic version, and then other days I prefer the version on In Your Honor. So it goes back and forth for me when it comes to both versions of the song. Number 15 is Kiss the Bottle from 01050525. And in 2019, the Foo Fighters were putting out these demo compilations. I think they were, and there's some really good stuff on those demo compilations, or song compilations, or whatever you want to call them. Number 16 is Next Year from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. This is a really underrated song. Love this song, and it's another one of my favorites from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. Number 17 is Best of You from In Your Honor. This is one of the Foo Fighters' most popular songs, next to My Hero and Monkey Wrench. Everyone's pretty much heard the song Best of You at this point. I would say that it is an overrated song, but by no means is it a bad song. I still think it's a good song, and I still return to it, even though it's overplayed at this point. And yeah, but all in all, still enjoy it. Number 18 is Making a Fire from Medicine at Midnight. This is a song that I've really grown to like over time, and it ended up making my list. And last but not least, Win or Lose from 000-20225. Another one of the Foo Fighters demo albums or song compilations, again, whichever you want to call them. But yeah, so those are my top 20 favorite Foo Fighters songs, and I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.